everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Haley and you're watching Between the Pages, as you can see right down there. As you can see, we are in my living area in front of my bookshelves that you guys never get to see anymore. And I have had these shelves for quite a while. If you've been on my channel, I've had these two for the longest time, and then I got that one about like a year and a half maybe before I moved. And so we've been in this house for basically a year and a half, almost a year and a half. And so I kind of just like rearranged everything like it was back in Arkansas, and I didn't actually go through any of my stuff. I've been through my books several times. You've seen unhauls and things like that. So we're gonna do some little reorganization because I would like to have this stuff somewhere else. So this display of Harry Potter stuff right here, I would like to have it somewhere else so I can have that space for books instead of just a display and things like that. So we're gonna do a little bit reorganization. I'm gonna take everything off the shelves, give them a good wipe down and everything like that, and then we're going to reorganize. As you can see, so far I've gotten one bookcase done and I'm working on this one, but I just thought I'd point this out. So I was going through my Twilight books. Yes, I am aware that this is the movie tie-in cover. I don't have the original cover and I don't care. These are the one set of books that I don't care that they match. But I was looking through them and you'll see that I have dog-eared pages. And I was flipping through them and I was like, I don't know why they're dog-eared. I have no clue. Apparently, I have underlined some lines, I guess. I annotated, which I have never done in the history of me reading. But for some reason, I did it in New Moon. And like, okay, so for example, on page 272, I underlined, I'm not what I was before, I'm not good, which is when Jacob is talking to Bella after he's shifted for the first time. And I've underlined this one, you're such a hypocrite, Bella, and I'm so sorry I can't be the right kind of monster for you. It's what you do. Is it really necessary to kill people, Jacob? And I was like, oh my God, apparently if it was in the movie, I dog-eared. And there's a whole section right here, which I think, yes, this is when they go visit the Volturi. And I underlined, I think it was Alec says, they send you out for 1 and you come back with 2.5. So that's hilarious that I underlined books. Like, I think this is the only set of books I ever did that to, because I was a huge twihard. You don't know this because this is prior to me joining BookTube, but I was a huge twihard. I continue to be a twihard. I love Twilight. I don't care that, it's not that well written and the movies are kind of stupid, but it's one of my guilty pleasures. So I'm actually planning at some point, no clue when, to read Twilight, Life and Death, and Midnight Sun, because I've gotten about 50 pages into Midnight Sun and then I stopped because I was like, oh, I have this great idea. Have I executed that idea yet? No, I haven't. Of course, who's surprised? So yeah, I'm planning on doing that at some point in the probably far distant future. But yeah, I just thought it'd be funny to show you that I have dog-eared all of these pages, and I did it in Twilight and Eclipse and Breaking Dawn. And I was like, I have no recollection of ever doing this because I don't dog-ear my pages anymore and I don't annotate like some booktubers do. So yeah, I guess I will get back to it and I will check in with you when the rest of the shelves are empty. So wish me luck. So I thought I'd just show you the destruction that currently is going on in my living area. We have books everywhere. All the stuff over there was stuff that came off my shelves. So we've got like romancy books, fantasy, retellings, vampires, horror, nonfiction, comic books, manga, fantasy, and like fantasy and sci-fi is like all over there mixed into with each other. So this is currently what we're working with So I am going to get wiping things down so we can put all these back on the shelves, and then I will give you sort of like an informal bookshelf tour since it's been a while since I've done one of those. So I will check in with you later. Hello everyone, this is Haley from the future. You are currently watching me reorganize my shelves, and I decided that I was going to get rid of some books. So these got lost. I guess they got misplaced or something in the last unhaul. So I just thought I would show you which ones I'm getting rid of. The first one is Mirage by Samaya Dowd. I don't know how I missed this. This is an Owlcrate edition, so hence the different cover. I kind of enjoyed reading this, but then it just got further and further and further from the sequel, and I don't have no interest in continuing in this series anymore. Then I have In Real Life by Neil Schulman. He is the host of MTV's Catfish, and I used to really like watching Catfish, and then I got to the point where I didn't really care anymore. So I just kind of like stopped reading it, and I don't really want this on my shelves anymore because, like I said, when I was reorganizing, we had to be ruthless kind of and decide whether or not I wanted to actually keep some books. And then this third one is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I have an Owlcrate cover of this one. It's the really pretty one that it's like, I think it has like a typewriter and it's like purple and flowery and it's really pretty looking. So I think I'm just going to get rid of this because I don't need 2 copies of that book. And then the next one I feel kind of bad about, and that is A Violet Fire by Kelsey Quick. This was a Goodreads first reads, and it's signed and everything because it was an ARC, and I actually still have the note and everything that she sent, like the PR package that went with this, but I'm kind of like, I don't really want to continue in the series because I really did like it. I did, but there was a lot of things that I felt were not really taken, maybe like inspired by, and it was properties that I like more than this. If you want to know more about that, you can go watch my review for A Violet Fire. And so yeah, I know this is only 4, but they're gonna get added to the stack over here on the floor that you can't see. The ARC will get put in a little free library. There's one down the road from here, and I think there's one on the square where I live. So I think I'm gonna put it in that. And then the Pride and Prejudice and the Catfish book are just gonna get like donated to like Goodwill or something. I probably won't try to sell those because they're kind of old and I don't think they'd give me a lot of money for them, which it's not the point of selling books to me. It's not to make money, it's just to get them out of my house and off my shelves. And then the Mirage book is going to go with the rest of the Owlcrate editions that I'm going to try to sell at a craft fair coming up in October here where I live. Hopefully we get accepted, so fingers crossed for that. So yeah, I'll let you get back to the video of me giving you a tour of my bookshelves. Okay, so here are the finished shelves. We're just gonna ignore that pile of stuff right there. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. So I guess we'll start over here. So this is kind of like my bands, and this is like my bookish trinket box. So I got several things in there, plus my Palais Royale CDs because I don't want them displayed anymore. This I actually found at Goodwill, so I didn't actually go see Fall Out Boy and Machine Gun Kelly. I wanted to, but I didn't. These are drumsticks that are signed by Josh Dunn of 21 Pilots. That's my all-time low subscription box and I got once. And then there's my Palais Royale teacup, since I love Palais Royale. So the first shelf is like, these are subscription box books that are like not on my radar at all. Like I don't have any plans to read them anytime soon. So that's why they're here. They used to be on my TBR cart, but after I reorganized the entire shelves, I didn't really have like this shelf and that shelf were completely empty. That one's still a little empty. So yeah, and then we've got some comics that I haven't read yet and things that I'm like not really prioritizing right now. And then this shelf is my comic and manga shelf. So we have my comics over here. So it's like Harley Quinn, and then Star Wars, Avengers and Avengers adjacent, Umbrella Academy, and some one-offs. And then I have my Death Note series plus the novels and everything. And then we have Black Butler volumes 1 and 2, and the Ancient Mage's Bride volumes 1 and 2. I haven't continued with these series yet. They're just not a top priority right now. And then this shelf is just kind of empty. I have some children's classics right there. And then this shelf is my nonfiction plus some like movie companion, like guidebook things. So yeah, these aren't really organized in any particular way. Then we're going to come up to my Harry Potter display. It's a lot less crowded looking, so I kind of like that it's not, you know, as full, I guess. So, and here we have Newt inside his case with some of magical creatures. And then my little pop figures and some other pop figures. So this is my Harry Potter shelf. Yes, I don't have Chamber of Secrets or Sorcerer's Stone. I've just never gotten those books. Then we have some Harry Potter things. And then this shelf is my vampire and fairy. My fairy section is probably going to end up moving, or this will end up moving like down to this shelf, and I'll move this shelf. But I haven't put my Folk of the Air trilogy back on because I still need to read The Darkest Part of the Forest and The Stolen Heir and do my like discussion video. So I have these Twilight things. This is from, I bought the Breaking Dawn DVD, and this is a flower that was actually used in the filming. And then this I got, I think at Hot Topic for purchasing like a piece of Twilight jewelry. I don't really remember. So yeah, that's that shelf. And then this shelf is like my retellings and novelizations and my bookmarks, of course. I have lots. So we have fairy tale retellings and then novelizations over here towards the end. And then this is like my classics shelf, if you'll disregard the Doctor Who bind up right there. So this is where my Barnes & Noble, like, leather-bound kind of editions are. And then there's some classics over there. A lot of those I still need to read. And then this one is still a work in progress. I think I'm going to add things to it, but I'm not sure what I want to add to it yet. So this top shelf is a work in progress. It might change and everything. Then we have my contemporary shelf. So over on this side, we have like your typical contemporary, like romances, harlequins. Then we start to get over into speculative fiction. That stack of books is for another special TBR that I haven't done yet. And then we have stereotypical like YA contemporaries plus Dear Evan Hansen. And then this next shelf is one of the fantasy shelves. So over here we have some paranormal romance, and then it slowly goes into, you know, your typical YA fantasy. And then over here I have my Wayward Children series with that bookish doorway, which I don't remember what book it's from. It's not from the Wayward Children series. And then this shelf is the one that was starting to get really super full. Well, both of these were, because these used to all be on one shelf at one time. So we have historical fiction, like fantasy, and then it moves over into sci-fi with my Star Wars pops right here in front of Forget Me Not. And then over here we have adult fantasy, which will grow as I get more adult fantasy from Alcrate or just purchasing it on my own. And then down here is kind of just an amalgamation. So we have horror over here, hence the skull. And then I have my Hunger Games series and Warm Bodies, because this is kind of like my dystopian section. And then we have The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings all the way over here by itself, because I didn't know where else to put that. So yeah, that is my informal bookshelf tour. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if this will be a very interesting video for you, but it was really fun for me to do. I love that this shelf is like mostly empty, so things can move over, or I can take things off and rearrange, but this is what we're working with currently. So I guess I will see you guys later. Bye!